And there it is. And we're live.
You was sassy with me before we got on the live. I'm confused. I thought you was good.
What do you mean you thought I was good? I am good. I don't look good.
It didn't sound like you was good. Talking about something. Oh, you never listen to me.
I mean, I say that a lot. And then
Yeah,
I'm surprised.
you showing out on the podcast again? Is that
I
what we
mean,
doing again?
I got my shirt on. I'm feeling myself.
Did you see how you came at me?
Ooh, no.
You never
What?
even you never the clip I posted from the last episode.
Oh yeah, I did see that. But to be fair,
You
like
came
we
for
didn't
me.
you didn't even put a disclaimer. Like I was hungry. I hadn't eaten that day. So my blood sugar was low. I was crabby. You can't.
Welcome to another episode of CO Uncut. I am your host, Barack Obama, aka CEO Obama, Uncut Baskin Deuce. Welcome to CEO Uncut, the ratchet podcast for all your sophisticated needs. Jay, would you like to introduce yourself?
Family Hilltop J, aka IPJ, aka protect your neck. J here.
Mm, okay.
Last one.
Are we good? Are we good
We're
now?
good. I think we're great.
You sure?
You like my shirt?
Yes, I like your shirt. I'll be making shirts like this.
Ooh, I pulled something. Hang on.
Oh, you getting old.
Oh, I'm old as fuck. It's about to be
Well,
2021.
I just wanted to do a disclaimer real quick for the listeners. Hey, listeners, if you guys are watching us, we are recording on a Tuesday. So we are recording every Tuesday now so that you guys can get an episode every week. We're going to try to be consistent. With that being said, Shirley is not here today. Shirley was not able to make it today. She is busy, probably therapizing motherfuckers because it's crazy out here during this season. Everybody is depressed, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I've been feeling the most loved I've ever felt.
I'm gonna take credit for that. I assume that was some you were alluding to me. And yes, you have been more loved than you've ever been. Because
Yes. However, the past week Jay has been at my neck, and I tried to protect it.
well, I'm
You,
glad you listened to my AKAs.
yeah, yeah, protect. Yeah, I needed to protect my neck from you for this past week, cause baby. Now, if you guys are listening to this, as in you are not on YouTube or Facebook, you're
Should be.
probably listening to this on a Friday. So basically, what we're doing is we're going to be having our episodes live on Tuesday, and the episode will be available on Spotify, Apple, uh, all those streaming places on Friday. So basically, you can listen to the episode early if you go on YouTube or Facebook. Well, you can watch it early. So I just wanted to explain that, and I'll try to explain it for the next couple episodes, just in case anybody is getting a little bit confused, because the episode is technically out on Tuesday, but you can listen to it audibly on Friday,
Nicely done.
right?
Great. Yeah,
Is there
you did
anything
that.
else that we need to let the listener? Because I feel like there's things that we need to let the listeners know. Um, hmm, I'm not sure, but
Either.
basically, if you guys
Don't lick
want
microphones.
say what?
For all the podcasters tuning in, do not lick microphones. Ciroc is a very bad influence, but those mics that she was looking on were extremely sanitized, and we are a responsible platform for anti-COVID conduct.
I did I did not lick the microphones in the
But people are
studio.
impressionable. You can't be just popping out doing wild shit.
I have mics that I can lick. I have actual mics that belong to me that I can lick, and therefore I don't need that. Now, so Shirley will not be here with us. We have a guest, and the guest will be fashionably and rapidly late.
Rapidly. Yes. Just like
Rapidly
we were
late.
fashionably and rapidly late. Because
Facts. I took my wig off, so I look wild. I look
That's my
crazy.
hoodie
Let me
off.
back this up a little bit. Don't be looking at me too close or whatnot. All right, y'all. So let's start with current events. I did not have any current events. So I'm about to go on the shade room.
Shout out to the shade room. Cut the check. We're never getting it back from the shade
I'm
room. That's
about
it.
to go on the shade room because y'all, I've been busy. I've been busy, busy, busy. All right. So our stimulus check. They was trying to give us $600 so that we can go buy a pack of gum at the grocery store. And then they said we might get $2,000. And then they said Mitch McConnell said, "Fuck no, you ain't getting no $2,000. We're gonna give you this little $5, and you go about your business." And then I heard that our stimulus checks are being distributed tonight.
Like where?
The
How?
six the $600 is being distributed tonight. Is what I'm
They
hearing.
gonna they're gonna hit the siren like the purge and just airdrop it over the city and let us
I
fight
don't
over it.
know. They said we're not gonna know if we're gonna get the 2,000 until the vote tomorrow at 3, which is Wednesday at 3. But they're going to drop the $600 starting tonight. What you gonna do with your six
Hey,
hundred dollars?
hey,
What you gonna do with your
I'm,
six
I
hundred?
don't I don't like disappointment. I'm not even setting myself. I'm just gonna assume it's not gonna make it to me. Just like most things don't make it to me.
Did you get
Like
your first stimulus check?
no, I didn't. I didn't. So fuck them.
Did you
But if
file
I
your
do get
taxes?
one, if I do get a little 600, I'm definitely going to brunch. Definitely finding a nice little brunch, a little Zoe party, so I can wear my all whites. I'm gonna get some all whites, and and then my 600 will probably be done. So there you go.
What I'm gonna
What do
do
you-
with my $600? Um, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my $600. I probably put it in the savings because that's basically like chump change. Or, maybe I should buy a PS5 and flip it, then get
Flip,
a
flip it
thousand
into.
out. Flip it for 1,000, and then when I get the 1,000, I'm gonna buy some shit and flip it.
So
Not
you're just a part of LLC Twitter now. It's
or
like a full member.
we can do what motherfuckers was doing last time. I'm gonna start the circle. The little everybody put in $100
Hey, what
circle.
happened? Everybody, everybody quit the circle at the same time. I'm sick, yo.
That circle was gone. Yo, that circle
Yo,
was popping for 2 fucking weeks. That shit was popping for 2 fucking weeks. And then you're just sitting there like, what happened to the circle? Yo,
that's sick. They really got them circles up out of here.
start the circle. You gotta start the circle. If you don't start the circle, you gonna go broke.
Yeah,
You gonna go broke. Cause I have
is
a
that the rule?
homegirl. I have a homegirl. She was in the circle. She put her money in, and she was like, oh, "Okay." She got like more money. Like I don't remember how much she said, but she said like she put like $200, and she probably got like $800 or some shit like that. So what she did was she put her $800 back in, thinking she about to get like 2, 3 stacks, and the money gone. So
Yo, I hate this country. I,
that was sad. That
I
was
want to
sad.
leave. What
You
what
gotta
the fuck are we
start
doing?
Start the fucking circle, bro. You gotta start it. You gotta start it and dip.
I might
When
as
they
well just
said
do actual
when they
fraud.
said get that bread and leave, you take you take your little shits and you get the fuck on. ASAP. Get the fuck
Yeah,
on.
I can't argue with that. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Start the circle and get the fuck out of there. That's what I'm
I feel
doing my
like
$600.
I feel like the professionals that actually do fraud, like the professional fraud people, are tired of our shit at this point.
The fraud people?
Like
I
the
no,
people that
I feel like because we're so fucking gullible, they're like, oh, this is perfect. This is perfect time to get motherfuckers because they think they about to put in $800-900 and get back like 3-4 racks and it's gone. By the way, if motherfuckers is scamming you, uh, somebody else who's gonna be scamming y'all is these tax preparers. Boy, when I see these new tax preparers out here, last year I thought it was
Damn.
funny because motherfuckers was like, there was a girl in a club dress on her tax preparation.
No, I'm not gonna lie. These new tax preparers are dropping flyers that look like whole clubs. They look better than the club flyers.
Can you hear me?
Now I see. Yeah, I see you.
Hold on a second. Let me turn my Wi-Fi because you know I got 5G.
Yeah, McConnell got tired of you talking shit about your little 600.
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I fucked it up.
What do you mean you fucked it up?
Oh, I thought I fucked it up. Okay. I have to turn off my Wi-Fi because I don't know what's going on with the Wi-Fi. Maybe I'm gonna use the $600 to pay that shit.
Maybe. That's about all you. That's about all I can do. What
But
does it take to become a tax preparer? Because there are people that I wouldn't trust with anything, and they're telling me to let them do my taxes.
here's the thing: they're working for other tax preparers. So the other tax preparers, the actual like people with the prepare tax ID number, they're working under them. So basically, these new tax preparers are data entry. So all they're doing is basically putting the shit that you got on your W-2 and they're putting it into the computer, something that technically you can do, and then charging you based on how much you get back, which is why there's never any prices on a flyer and you always have to get a quote because they're going to take whatever you're happy with, they're probably going to like take the rest of it. You know what I'm saying? So like if you have, for example, um you're getting back, let's say you're getting back 10K, right? And they tell you, hey, I was able to get you back 3K. Now, if you're excited about that, they about to take that 7. Now, if you say, man, last year I got 6, they'll be like, okay, let me see what I can do. It's negotiable. They're making their own fees. It's negotiable. If you say last year I got 7K, I don't understand. They're going to ask you some more questions and act like they found you an extra credit or some shit, right? You're getting 10K
Bullshit.
back. Now, if you say you got 6K last year, they're gonna look at you, they're gonna be like, oh, let's see what I can do. They said, okay, we were able to get you 7K. You know what I'm saying? Because we worked some things around, we weren't aware of this. I forgot to add this or some shit like that, right? Tell you I got you 7K. Now you're happy with 7K, so they taking 3.
So it's a finesse.
It's a finesse. And what you call it, these tax preparers that are like new, if they didn't actually take a class, because usually it's data entry and then there's somebody higher up who actually took the class or looking over it. Because that's how it was when I was working at the tax office. I didn't take a class. They trained me to enter things into a computer. Like put this and work this system or whatever the case is, and then that's it. But do keep in mind that these tax preparers have to pay for like they gotta pay for the
Bro.
rent, they gotta pay for light, they gotta pay for all these computers, they have to pay for these programs, all this stuff. So that's why they taxing a lot, and plus they need to make all their year's money in those 3 months. So for the most part, once tax season is over, you can't even get in contact with your tax preparer until next year because first of all, they're not accountants or tax preparers throughout the year. And then on top of that, they don't want to pay for the rest of the fucking lease. They're out of there. They usually get like short-term lease offices or something like that. So you can't even find them until January of next year. So when people were having issues with their stimulus check last year, I went and I emailed all of my clients because I'm a tax preparer. I emailed all my clients and letting them know exactly what's happening. Everybody else was trying to get in contact with their tax preparer and they couldn't because the motherfuckers was in the club or whatever they do on the
Literally in the club. Yeah. Hey, and that was your little tax drama, your little tax tea presented by my tax vice. Shout out to my tax vice. I
yeah.
like my tax preparer to know how to do math. And that's my thing. Like some of these flyers I'm seeing, like the flyer looks nice, but I know you in real life. And you don't math is not
They're
your strong
all
suit.
all they're doing is data entry, and that's why you need to get quotes from three different people, because somebody might charge you $1,000, somebody might charge you $3,000, somebody will charge you $5,000, and then you don't even really know. And it's usually the last person that you do your quote with is the one that you're going to go with, because they're going to try to beat the price of the last person. And you also, when you get your quote, you never get it, they never give it to you in writing. So you need to make sure you write it down or something, because they're not going to give you a paper with the quote. And then on top of that, they can also hide fees and stuff. Like, it's really crazy out here. That's why tax people be making a lot of fucking money. Because if you're okay with getting back 2K, you've been getting back 2K your whole life. Let's say this year you got back 10K, and them motherfuckers gonna tell you that, well, I got you 3K. Them motherfuckers made 7K off one person. 7K an hour.
That's messy as fuck. Hey, but for our listeners that hit us up and ask, like, you guys are just a ratchet podcast. Where does the sophistication come in? This is the sophistication that we're talking about. This only happens here on See Uncut. And we have a pretty sophisticated guest in the lobby, so I'm gonna bring her in right now. Miss Caution Bay.
Hey.
Can she hear us?
No, I'm back. I had to get it together because it was not working on my phone.
You don't turn your camera. This is not a clubhouse.
I'm Why you always gotta put me? All right, you know what? First of all, because my
This is
laptop.
my clubhouse.
Listen, my
Grown. So I took her wig off hours ago. We
Oh, I
not
sure
trying
did.
I turned my camera on.
I guess that works. Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
do
but
some.
my camera's not working.
Welcome, Clash. Introduce yourself, man.
Hello, everyone.
Oh,
Did we lose?
yep. She said, and I gotcha. Gotcha, bitch. Bam,
Hey, well,
bam.
we'll try again. Oh, damn. This is a pretty much, this was supposed to be our last word on 2020 anyway. So this is pretty much how the year is gone. There's been a lot of tax hijinks. Been a
Oh,
lot of
that
people
stimulus check.
overqualified.
They thought people were stealing stimulus checks, and that's not it. And some tax preparers, they don't, it's not their office, so they don't even know what's really going on. They don't know that the banks that we use, the money goes in there, and then it goes to the people. So they don't know what's going on, and they just start cursing people out. And I was just like, well, goddamn. So
So what is the status of this beef that you have with the, what do you call them, data entry people
the data
that are
entry people.
that
Well,
are appropriating your culture as a tax preparer? How do you feel?
well, there's always people that say that there's enough money out here for all of us, but I want all the monies. One, I want all the monies. Two, I'm not scamming people to get the money. So I'm really like, and mostly I do my tax preparation because I want to work for the IRS. If y'all know, I
Okay.
usually volunteer with the IRS every year. I usually work with the volunteer income tax assistance program with the IRS, but I'm not really like in it for the money. I'm really in it for, I'm trying to work for the IRS so I can audit some of these scammers out here.
Probably should have mentioned that first, and then mention the you want all the money part.
I want all the monies too. But I'm not about to charge people like 7K, 6K. My old tax office was charging people like 15K and stuff like that. But I'm not doing that because I actually have money already. So it's not like I do it for like money. But I like money.
Keep grabbing money because meanwhile we out here we can't even get 600 from the Fed. So
Caution. Please introduce yourself.
again,
I saw you got cut off.
I did because I kept trying to get my mic back on. But hey, everyone, my name is Caution Banks. I am a female. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I'm eating. I'm a female artist, creative director, songwriter from Orlando, Florida. Well, I'm originally from Eatonville, Florida, but we just gonna say Orlando because when I say Eatonville, people act like they don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
I say that shit.
I'm from Eatonville, Florida, 1887. You already know Eatonville, where I live, where I kill, where I stay. Okay, let me stop.
Oh,
Yeah, y'all know about that. See, y'all know about that 1887. Say it again.
Don't incriminate yourself on the podcast.
How I'm incriminating myself? I'm just repping what I say.
Talking about killing people in Edenville. Edenville got about
I'm talking
30
about
people that
I'm
live
talking about why
there.
I kill beats. That's why I be killing the beats at. See, look at you. You gotta
Ah.
read between the lines, bro.
Ha!
Somebody
I'm be trying
died
to
in Edenville.
be
Everybody
easy
knows.
on here.
Didn't they say Eatonville was like the first black
Yep. So
city
it's
or
the
something in
first
Orlando?
first all black town to be incorporated into the states after they abolished slavery and after the Civil War back in 1887. So that's when it was actually established. And then Holly Berry,
Hmm.
I forgot what the movie is called, but they actually shot a movie here in Edenville with Holly Berry in it. And it was the movie when a dude when they was like it was when like back when it's old and the dude caught rabies or something and he was going crazy and shit. I forgot what it's called. I gotta ask him about it, but it's actually a good movie.
Nigga caught
Well,
rabies.
my dog got the rabies shot yesterday.
And caught the rabies and went crazy.
Hmm?
I'm talking about because they was out there in the it takes place at the setting, like the setting of the movie is old, like back in like 1800, so it's like old and they out there in
The
these old
dog bit him.
places. Yeah, he got bit by something and then he started going crazy and she ended up having to kill him.
I think I've seen that movie. That's sick.
It's a good movie.
Damn, shout out to Edenville. Edenville
Mm.
literally has a population of like 35, so I think you should represent your town.
Yeah, we got our parade coming up next month too for Martin Luther King. Then we got Zordale Hurston Festival coming up soon. Everything.
Mm. So, caution. What are you going to do with your little monies, with your little $600?
Honestly, y'all, I have not even been stunting that stimulus check. Like I keep forgetting about it. Like that's what I'm gonna do with it. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna just put it up. If I forget about it, don't think about it. Then it just go to my savings, and I don't got to worry about touching it. That's what I'm doing.
Hmm.
I'm gonna put it in savings because I didn't even know I didn't know about it. Usually I keep up with the news, but lately I kind of just I took a break from it, and I was like, I heard
Yeah,
about it. I'm like, get
I
one.
feel like now that Trump, I feel like now that like Trump is like out of office, like we completely like stop caring about stuff now. Like now it's starting to seem like okay, it might either like this year is like so fucked up, like we're numb to it,
Mhm.
or like now that we have another white supremacist in the office, but one that is like it's not overtly racist. Now it's like everything's kind of going back to normal.
I think that was literally
What
his.
is normal? Like we was never at a normal state. Honestly, like everything is coming down. I would say, but I don't think we was ever in a normal. That's like Trump talking about make America great again. When was America truly great? You know?
Well, I'm not saying that it was great, but with,
Oh no, I
like
know. I'm
a
not saying that's what
normal, like Bush, like we ain't fuck with Bush, but we really don't fuck with Trump. Like Trump is like a whole nother thing. So it's kind of like we're getting back to like Bush
Like
kind
when
of
it's
back.
bad,
the Bush era. We're going back to the Bush era.
it was
Yeah, like
bad. It got worse, and now it's back to just bad. And we
yeah,
have
that's what I'm saying. So it's like back to normal bullshit, not like the extreme end of the bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
America's so fucking ghetto. I hate this shit.
I hate it
And
here.
listen, this shit as fuck. Like my job, like just working and stuff, like it's crazy because I help patients get assistance with their medication. So it's like the people who have insurance through their jobs or like, regular commercial and private insurance, they can get copay cards with a maximum of $3,500 on there and pay as little as $0. But the elderly, the people that's on fucking Medicare and shit, they got to do a whole different type of program. And if they don't meet those income restrictions, it's like, oh, okay, well, you either do this. If you're underqualified, you have to go through an extra help program, but most likely you're still going to get through ninth through that. And it's a whole bunch of other rigmarole. And then if you're overqualified, then it's like, oh, well, too bad. Like, you got to go somewhere else. So it's like, America is really fucked up. I'm like, how the hell y'all treat people just like, it's like the people with regular jobs. It's like, okay, we're going to give you free drugs. And then the people that actually need their drugs, the older people that's on Medicare, they don't been working all their life for this shit. Now they got to sit here and go through all this unnecessary bullshit. And it's like, it's very hard on them. So I'm just saying, I'm like, America is just truly fucked up. The
America,
system.
yeah, the system is crazy right now. Like it just doesn't make any sense because like when they said that they're doing all the government but like the budgeting and stuff with all this $1 trillion and all that stuff and it's not going to the people this shit don't make no sense. Like the little $1,200 that they gave us in fucking March, April, like people are still behind on bills. And didn't they stopped the housing like from getting evicted, but that shit ended at like in like September.
Right.
So most of these people are already out on their ass. They don't have any money. They're not getting any money like to move into another place. Like the shit is like crazy. It really don't make any sense to me. So I'm just confused of where all these trillions of dollars is going to, and then like these trillions of dollars, how we only get 600?
They don't fuck with us.
They really don't fuck with us.
Yo, it's
They
kind of
really.
sick, but the best times in this country is when like everybody like when the top tier or like the richest of the rich or the government or something starts treating everybody like niggas, and then we can all like unify in the fact that we don't like being treated like niggas, and then it goes back to normal where just niggas get treated like that. That's what
Well,
America is basically.
I hope they give people like a more tax credits or something like that, because it's funny how when they get their tax returns. I'm going back to taxes. People think that they're getting free money, but that's the money that they've been taking out
Yeah.
of your check. They're giving you your money back. You're not getting
Right.
free money, so you can't get more money. You can't get more money than they took out of your check. So when people are trying to get 10K, this and the other, the only
They
credits you
greedy.
really get is when you have kids.
Or you got
Or
like you got health credits, like for your insurance when you're paying on
yeah,
insurance credits and stuff.
yeah, but what you call it? That's only if that premium, like you made as much as they said. Like if you estimated you made 30, and let's say they gave you a bonus and you made 40, now you owe that money back.
Mm.
Yeah, this year is really showing how living in America is basically just practice for being in an abusive relationship. Cause yeah, they took 80 out of your purse, but here go this dub. Like, go to McDonald's,
I would love
get a drink or something.
to
I
have
mean,
somebody from a different country on the podcast. I'm gonna see if I can get somebody from a
you
different
know
country
what?
on the podcast.
Actually, I can actually help with that. Because you see, Jay sitting here making fun of me coming on Clubhouse. While I was on Clubhouse, I've actually met a handful of people that are all in Africa. I'm mad because I was screen recording, but it didn't capture the sound. So basically, what I was doing was I was just asking them questions about, like, what advice would they give African Americans who are wanting to go over there to the country, get their citizenship, get land over there. And they were actually giving me like a lot of information, just telling us about the country. And they're actually really nice people. So if you ever want to like speak to, other people from over there, I can definitely reach out to them and have them come on here as well.
Your
Hmm.
clubhouse friends. I appreciate it. Good looking out.
Speaking of Clubhouse, I'm glad
Hey,
look at this segue. Look
Funny
at
you mentioned that.
look at
right.
this sagu. Because that's how you spell it. That's how you spell it. You spell it sagu.
A nasty
Thank you,
word.
thank you for the sagu, right? So Clubhouse. Jay, how long have you been on Clubhouse?
Couple months.
Caution, how long have you been on Clubhouse?
Since December 22nd, I believe, or 24th, one of those days. So
Okay.
for days,
Happiest
yeah.
day of her life.
Right.
So you guys like Clubhouse? Like y'all fucking with it?
I'm fucking with it.
What?
Like, I feel like it's a good way because me, like, I like interacting with people, but it's hard for me to interact with like one person, one at a time, one by one every day, and like going through messages. So I feel like it's a good way for people who all want to come together and like exchange ideas, communicate like at the same time versus trying to go through different people. Like, oh, let me call this person. Now I gotta go call them. No matter of fact, we're all in the same like in the same industry, or we all like have the same type of ideas, same mindset. So why not get everybody together? And then not only that, you meet. Excuse me, you meet a lot of business mind like people. You meet a lot of people from like across the world. You even meet some of the people that's in the same state as you, the same area. You never even met them in person, but it's like, I've always wanted to meet this person. And then it's
Mm-hmm.
like you kind of get a lot of, I learned a lot on there. You can sit in, and then it's like it's fun, you have your fun. So I would just, my suggestion for people who like haven't got on there yet, I would say go on there with a purpose first. Like go through all the business rooms and all the rooms about like basically like giving you advice on what to do and how to
Mm-hmm.
follow people and who to follow and whatnot. Go in there first, and then also get on stage, talk, interact with people. That's how you build your following. And then once you get that out the way, once you got your handful of people who you want to communicate with, check up on, then play around with the app, have fun, because they have some rooms on there that is off the chain. I ain't even gonna lie, it's fun, but it's like you don't want to get carried away with that, because once you follow after a while, it's the algorithm. You'll start following certain people, and then once you see that, the people that you're following, that's what you're going to start seeing. So if you're coming on there with a purpose, but you're getting caught up in all the other stuff, the unnecessary stuff, then
Okay,
you know,
before you continue, I
Yeah,
see like you
yeah.
really
They better
fucking
be
with
cutting her a
you
check.
really
This is sick,
yo
yo.
yo. Before we get, I
I'm just
was like,
I think, uh,
yeah, I was about to say, wait, hold on. I was waiting for you to take a breath. But I was
Eager
like,
at
that's
yo,
how,
you're a
that's
rap.
how I am in
I was
general.
like, yeah,
So
but I was
fast.
like, you're a rapper. I was like, you're a rapper. You ain't gonna take a breath. You gonna keep going.
I talk fast. I never take a breath from
For the listeners, Clubhouse is a new social media app. So it's kind of like Twitter, but it's all audio. So basically, when you get onto the first of all, somebody has to invite you to be on the app.
so it's
Once you
bougie.
get invited, and if you wait too long, your motherfucking ass is gonna be on the back of the list because that's what happened to me. Jay
Oh, I didn't know
invited
that.
me. Jay invited me, and my ass sat in the back of the bus because
Ooh.
I waited 2 days because Jay invited me while I was driving. And then I totally forgot about it until I heard somebody mention it again. And I was like, oh, okay. So I tried to go on it, and then it said, you're on the wait list. And I was like, fuck.
So they give you
I
the boot
waited too
after
long.
2 days?
They put me on the back of the list. So I could not, I had to wait until somebody, shout out to Plus from Niggas with Opinions podcast. If you look on my profile, it says Plus nominated me when it
That's
was really
fucking
Jay.
nasty. That's crazy. And I know
Yep.
you're not accustomed to that because usually when you get to a club or a party or something, the DJ is waiting outside for you. Like he usually bring you a drink. Like he be walking
Mm-hmm.
VIP and all that. So at least it humbled you, if nothing else.
Yeah. So once you get somebody, once you get into the app, uh, don't wait too long because if you wait too long, somebody gonna have to add you to the front of the list. So once I got in, now they let you make your profile. You make your profile, and then now there are these chat rooms. So in each one of these chat rooms, there's like a title of the chat room. So like Caution was saying, for me, when I first got on there, apparently I have a whole bunch of entrepreneur fucking friends because my shit was like entrepreneur 101, branding 101, marketing 101, the real estate tips, mute like hip hop discussions. Like it's basically like just a whole bunch of chat rooms. Once you get into the room, you can listen to what everybody is talking about. There's a whole bunch of people in the room, and then you can raise your hand on the app. And when you raise your hand, they allow you to be a speaker, and then you can speak. So you can talk to a whole bunch of people, right?
Hopefully they allow
So
you.
Don't
hopefully they allow you
tell
to
them
speak
about the
because
green beans.
sometimes they close it.
Girl, they be going crazy about them green beans.
Hmm. But
That's just so
so
funny.
people are really fucking with this app because you can speak to
Because
celebrities,
niggas
you can
don't like
speak
to
to
read.
rich people. That too. Oh, I didn't
That
even think about that.
and yeah, they don't like to read.
You can talk to rich people. You can talk to, like Caution said, people from other countries. You can talk to, basically, you can talk to whoever the fuck you want. But once you join the app, you have one invite. Until apparently, if you active on there, these motherfuckers give me a whole bunch of invites, and I've been selling them bitches.
It's nasty. That's fucking crazy, yo.
You can no
No,
wait, you more than one invite?
what you
Yeah.
got? I've gotten 7 invites. So I guess once you're like active, I don't know. Once the little because when you first get on the app, they give you like a little celebration app on your like Avi.
Yeah, mine just went
Once
away.
once mine went away, that shit said you get 3 more invites, and I was like, oh shit. So I thought you could only get one. So I started selling mine because one, I heard them saying that they was on a Facebook group that they were selling them, and two, I did think that there are some people who want to be connected and want to be entrepreneur and want to be in these rooms, and they just don't have people around them that have those type of connections. So maybe they weren't able to get an invite because I didn't even know. First of all, I didn't even know about it. I just happened to mention it to Jay, and Jay said, "Oh, here you go, invite." But I know people who were like, "Oh my god, I'm trying to get into Clubhouse. How do you get into it? I need an invite." Or somebody told me to invite. I said, "Yo, I only got one invite. I don't even know you like that." Like, You know what I
Two
mean?
things.
I was being a little stingy, and I'm like, you don't even you don't sell nothing. You don't do nothing. You like you work a 9 to 5. I haven't seen you do any entrepreneur stuff. I don't waste my thing. My little sister asked me for my invite. I'm like, yo, what you gonna talk about in there?
Shout out to Asia.
How much you selling them for?
Oh, I was selling them for $50.
Shit, people really buying that shit for
Damn.
50 bucks.
I
Yeah.
sold all three of those extra ones, and then they gave me another three. So I have three more, y'all. If anybody is listening to this and would like to be on, it's basically an investment. If you need an invoice, I have an actual business. I can give you an invoice. You can write it off.
But this is some bullshit. I think two things. I think one, I'm pissed off because I come from the generation where social media was still new. So the idea of niggas being willing, the idea of niggas waiting to get onto an app is wild. And then two, the idea of niggas paying to get onto an app
They
is
could just
wild.
wait.
But you didn't hear what you call it. Caution ain't even breathe in her when she was talking about it. She was like, "Oh my God,
And
you
they
can
only
go
gave
ahead,
her
you
one
can go do
invite.
everything." You only get one
Strings
invite.
invited me. I got in because of Strings. Shout out to Strings, you know.
Yeah,
Damn.
but all of
That's
my friends was already on it, so I'm like, yo, who I'm gonna give it to? My
Mm.
friends was already on it. So it's like, what if you are like you are trying to do your best, you over here, you pay Shirley her little $350 to teach you about branding and marketing, and then like
good.
now you trying to kind of, yeah, shout out to Shirley, and now you see Shirley on Clubhouse. She's talking about some. Oh my God, this room was so insightful, and the thing says how to make money being a micro influencer, and you're like, damn, how am I supposed to get this information? I gotta pay Shirley another $350 when you can just go on the app, and basically they really do be breaking down it. Yo, when I tell you I'm about to do this trademark, I got in a trademarking group this morning. And you
Mm.
know how I be talking about trademarking that thing, Jay.
Shout out to
You know,
IP. Gotta protect your IP.
protect your IP. And these motherfuckers got IP like a motherfucker.
And
This
that's
is
what
an
blows my
investment.
mind about this app. Like, it's a lot of IP just getting thrown around for free. Well, I guess unless you pay for your invite, like a peon. But like, that's what kind of has me a little like. I'm Haitian. I'm Haitian and Jamaican, so I'm skeptical about everything. So all these famous rich people are just on here, just all hours of the day, just giving out free game. And what's the catch?
They give him free game, and then you gotta go on their thing to get like the next step. So it's kind of like a starter. Like it's a little tutorial. Like they give you like basic information, or they'll there's a whole bunch of networking where let's say you're trying to be a influencer or whatever, and you go on one of these apps, and you tell them, this is what I do. The people go on your profile. They go on your profile while you're speaking. They're like, oh, well, let's look at your social media. People go on your social media. They go on there. They follow you. You have more followers, which is something brands be looking at. They be looking at followers. Let's say, okay, well, now that we've networked and we've talked to each other, now they're engaging with your content. Now you have engagements, which is also what brands is looking for. Or maybe they know somebody who is looking for a brand, or they're looking for a brand, like somebody to rep their brand or whatnot. And now basically you just landed your first brand on the app.
Yo,
Or
this
let's
whole
say
episode
me,
is sounding like a commercial for
I'm
Clubhouse.
about to.
I don't know how to feel.
Did you not hear somebody just said? Somebody on my Instagram said we should do a podcast episode on Clubhouse, which would be
Yeah.
dope because people can go in and out. They can just see it based on the algorithms. Other podcasters would see it. Other people who like podcasts or interested in podcasts would see it. And basically, the thing is a podcast. If you're just listening to people speak all day, it makes sense to me. And that sounds like an investment to me. You getting all that for $50? As a matter of fact, that was a New Year's sale. I'm about to up it.
You're a sick nigga. You're a sick queen, bro. I mean, It's cool. It's exciting because it's been a while since we've seen a new social media platform pop up like that. Like, but it's I don't know. It's just something about it that's kind of spooks me out. But shout out to Clubhouse.
So, Caution, what kind of groups are you like? Are you more in like the music groups and stuff like that, where they be freestyling in there? I know some people was dropping beats. There was one like for producers only, and like there was a whole bunch of rappers in there, and they were like, "Yo, I like that one. I'm gonna buy that one."
Right. Yeah. Actually, I'd be in the music groups. I'd be in about. I ain't even gonna lie. I'd be in it with cryptocurrency trading. So the music ones, like I was on it with Young Scholar one day, and I was on stage, dropped a freestyle. I think I've done at least like maybe 3 or 4 freestyles while I was on there. That's kind of how I got my following to run up with it the last little few days. I just been jumping from room to room, and every time I see something about music or artists and networking, that's what it is. Either networking, music industry, tips on how to do this, tips on music videos and visuals and how to do this. Like I actually went in one room and we was in there for like a few hours, and I met people that was like in third world countries, and they do like the violin, they make beats, they do creative directing, photography, and we were all in there connecting. And let me take my breath. So we were all in there connecting. We were just basically exchanging Instagrams, and it's a couple of people. I was like, you know what, we gotta set up some time to come in here in the clubhouse and actually like exchange ideas, talk, set up times maybe to like have like face calls and shit. But it's I'd be in every damn room. I just start room hopping. I introduce myself, talk for a little bit, stay in there long enough to where, because what it is people, they do it based off of how long you commit to the room. Like if you come in there and try to like oh follow me and leave, they gonna either unfollow you or be like, oh nah, yeah, she just in here for this. Like people are still kind of judgmental on this app as well. It's kind of like Instagram. You got some people doing it for clout, like some of the moderators, they'll be on there like, make sure you follow all the moderators. If you're not following the moderators, we'll kick you out. But the thing is, you follow the moderators, they got like 1K or 2K and they don't follow you back. And it's like, how y'all are in here bullying people to follow y'all just to get,
And y'all not following nobody.
Not following them back. Y'all not supporting them, but you want them to follow you, or you going to kick them out the room, because the moderators have the right to do that. They can kick you off stage and you got to go back to the audience. So it's like those type of rooms I stay out of, because it's like that defeats the purpose. Like y'all are kind of just being bullies at this point.
Yeah, I don't really like the big rooms. I don't really like the big rooms. I like the smaller rooms.
Yeah.
You don't be in there with Joe Budden, no? I thought I seen you.
Oh, nah, what you call it? Joe Budden be talking about getting flued out, and like he be in the ratchet. You would think that he would be in like the creative type stuff.
No. Joe Budden is right, man. Joe Budden's an asshole.
That's giving away IP. Why would he be in there?
Oh, there was a group that don't like Clubhouse on Clubhouse.
No, wait, what?
Let me tell you what. They was going off about how this is another white person's app, and black people are making it pop. So they're upset about that, but
they're on the app.
But they're on the app with the
like we couldn't have this conversation on WhatsApp. We had to take it to Clubhouse.
Well, WhatsApp is also a white person's app, so I guess they felt like they could reach more black people, because most of the black people that are on the app it's probably going to come up on their algorithms. So they probably thought they could reach out to more black people who are on the app and try to convince them to like not be on the app. I guess I'm not too sure what the end goal was. I didn't even like really stay that long. I was like, yo, how, why?
It was one lady, she came in the room, that's what she was doing. She was going off about how people were just like using chat rooms and wasn't really talking about shit. Then she was mad because they wasn't talking about anything. Then she was like, oh, this app, black people ruin everything. And this, like, she was just going on a rant, and we was just all in there just listening, like, what's wrong with this lady? Like, and then they finally.
That's another thing. It's harder to rant on Twitter because you have to sit there and think about what you're gonna write a paragraph about, and then you got to worry about the number count. I like the number count. Some of these rooms need like a talk limit. Like you've been talking to.
No, that's what the moderators are for. It's like a debate. So if somebody talking too much, because I was in a room, a dude, he kept talking too much. So at one point in the middle of him talking, whoop, he just got quiet. He just got kicked out. So it's like you can really, yeah, if they talking too much, you could just move them back to the audience. That's what the green bean is for.
Nah, the moderators be talking too much too. Moderators,
Oh yeah, the
Mo-
moderators. Yeah, if you're a moderator and another moderator is talking too much, you can kick that moderator out, and they won't even know who did it. That's the best part about it. They don't know who kicked who out.
I was a
Oh,
moderator for the first time today. Like I was
cool.
just talking and somebody made me a moderator.
Oh, they
Oh,
like you. You was
shout
talking
out
to.
to damn.
I just want to say shout out to my cousin. He in the
I
comments.
don't
You know, I need,
know. I don't know his real name, but Zodat Way. He's from a Talkish Pod. Yo, I have a lot of podcast friends.
is he on Clubhouse?
Yes, he made
I
me a
met a lot of
moderator.
podcasts on Clubhouse.
Well, we all over the place. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No,
We do what
literally,
we
y'all,
can.
y'all are everywhere. Like I was looking up, so I was like, how am I supposed to get in this app? So I was asking Jay about it. So now I'm looking up. I went to the page and I seen the like the screenshots and the screen recording. So I seen Anchor, and I'm like, damn, they got Anchor, they got Spotify, they got Apple. And I was like, damn, these people is everywhere. Like,
I took some
got it better than
advice
art.
from I had took some advice from them, and I have been like my followers have been stagnant, but I had took some advice, and I actually like I'm gonna actually take like more advice because like the little advice that they gave me, actually I got a lot more followers. We were also stagnant on the CEO Uncut, but we got like 20 new followers this week
Mm.
off of like little stuff. So like the clips that I do now on Canva, the ones that I've been posting with the Leo with OX and stuff like that, I think
Mhm.
that's been helping because people have actually been sharing those. And then actually I should put it on IG
Are
stories
you are
because
you are you are you not protecting your IP right now?
oh well yeah.
I need y'all to
So
elaborate.
I've been yo, but
God,
no, but those were just like free little gems. Like I literally just hopped into the room or whatever, and they're like, this is when people go on your page, they're looking for exactly this and the other or whatever. And I was like, oh my god, this is so fucking. And the little change that I made, the little change I made to the bio, the little change I made to the bio, like already gave us more followers and me personally more followers because I did it on mine first, and I was like, and then I did it on the page, and literally we're getting more followers. Like it don't make any sense.
who
But what
owns
do you mean the
Clubhouse?
danger? So Jay, you put the danger of free shit. What do you mean the danger of free shit?
Just the danger of free shit. Like nothing, especially in America. Like again, who owns Clubhouse? Like
White people do.
okay, we know with Facebook and like Instagram, they take like your location and like they sell it to a company to advertise and you just seen or whatever. Like
Mm.
Clubhouse doesn't have any of that yet. And you see all the big like the labels are on there, all the big companies are on there. Like they have people representation on there. So just the amount of it's smart people that run it. We just don't know who run it. We don't know how they're monetizing it because you have to make money off an app somehow.
I'm gonna
The
tell you
fact
exactly
that
how. I know exactly how they're going to. I know exactly how they're going to. They're right now. All the rooms are free. Eventually, they're gonna charge for some of these rooms. They're gonna charge us for some of these rooms.
Mm.
Somebody, Joe Budden is gonna have a creative group, and it's $30 to get in there.
They gonna start. I feel like they're gonna start doing all that. They're gonna make an update, and all these changes is gonna start coming in. Like,
All they're gonna come up.
mhm.
They're gonna come up. So the moderators, of course, you need to start getting your following now, and you need to start getting into your shit right now because eventually people are gonna start charging for rooms. People are gonna
Mm.
start like it's gonna end up being it's because there's not really a spot for ads. There's not really a spot for ads
that you know
on
of.
this app that I know of. They'll probably be at in the middle of the chat room, like you sitting here and talking, and you be like,
Somebody else said
"Are
that too.
you?
That they
Are
was like,
you like you
gonna start
talking?
having
You
in-app
talking?
purchases.
Are you suffering from erectile dysfunction?"
Oh Lord.
Just a deep ass voice. No, they got
Or
the Allstate nigga on Chat
or
House with
or
ads.
just like podcast, the podcast will take the advertisement money and then they will promote it on the chat. So when they're saying, hey, we're gonna reset the room right now, and I just wanted to reset the room, I see there's new people in here, I'm blah 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 blah, and if you guys are suffering from erectile dysfunction, this is whatever, and then they make the advertiser get money or whatever, like
I
it would
think
be something like
I think they're taking IP. Like I look at Clubhouse as like a big focus group. Have you ever been in a focus group where like they bring you into a room and like give you lunch for the day and they just have you
it
watch
is.
like commercials or stuff and give your feedback? That's what I feel like
It is.
Clubhouse is. And like these big companies that have their people in there, they're gonna pay Clubhouse for like, hey, remember that session that was a couple weeks ago where they were talking about this, that, and the third? We need to
Mm-hmm.
pull that and we need that information so that we can copyright it so that we can make money off of it. I feel like
Ooh,
it's
you
gonna be
think they?
some wild shit like that.
So you think they're gonna like pre-record rooms and stuff like that, and then probably like sell them?
Hey, I don't underestimate white folks. White folks don't just be doing stuff off the love, just off the. But this is fun. Let's make an app where people just talking it all day. Yeah, that's a trap.
All right, that's crazy. But y'all, if y'all want to buy a Clubhouse invite, I got four of them bitches, and they going for 50 a pop for right now because a girl already hit me up. I probably only got three after this episode because she want to buy one. But if you are an entrepreneur, it is really helpful. I think it's worth a little $50 if you don't have any friends who are like connected and stuff like that. Because there's only one in. Usually, it's only one invite. So if you don't have the plug or whatever, it's $50. I got you. Cause a lot of people are making fun of people who are paying for invites, but what if you just don't know anybody? So it's only for people who are just well connected. Like that's not fair in a pandemic.
In a pandemic, like Florida
In
ain't
a
been open for months.
pandemic, yeah, but some people still inside. So I support y'all. Speaking of support, Jay, you're Haitian and Jamaican.
Hmm.
If you see a Haitian and Jamaican restaurant pop up, are you supporting them?
It depends on the time of day. It depends if I've seen them already. It depends if Ciroc is in town and she went there and the food was trash. She comes back and has me on the phone for an hour and a half telling me about how this place is trash. I might not go. If it's just off the strength of like, oh, I like the aesthetic or
Mm.
I heard about them, and yeah, I'll pull up off the love.
Caution.
Mm-hmm.
What's your nationality? Are you just Black American? Are you
German.
Caribbean?
I'm a Yankee. I'm blackety black.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. If you see a black business open up, are you supporting it?
It honestly, it really depends on like the customer service and establishment. Like, cause sometimes you got a black business and like they kind of like sometimes like they kind of treat it like a black business. Like sometimes the customer service like, oh, like they don't give a fuck. But then you got some that's like, you know what? Because we are a black business, let's carry ourselves a little bit differently. Because I know people probably expect us to, you know, they probably already stereotyped them. So I would definitely support because of the simple fact that it is black. I would just like check out the food and everything. If it's
Hmm.
nasty, it's nasty. At least I gave them a try.
Okay. So, but would you still support them? Like, let's say you try the food and the food is trash.
The food is trash. I'll give them I'm gonna just try something else because that might just be that. Like they might have something else on it that I might like. So I'll still support them, but after a certain amount of tries, like if it's not what I'm feeling, like I'll still support them, but I'll support them in a different way. Like I'll just support this black owned business. Like I ain't gonna really brag too much on the food because I don't want to lie to the people like that.
Give them a shout out on.
Yo, shout out.
Hey, go get a drink. I got good bottled water and shit.
Yeah, like
Man,
go, check them out. Or it's a fine, it might. Some people you have some business people that meet up for lunch, but they don't really eat anything. They actually just find a place to meet up, maybe grab coffee or something, and have a meeting like a talk. So, you know,
buy a soda.
yeah, why not go there and buy a soda and have a meeting? It's a nice establishment. It look nice.
Shirley had posted a question. I'm gonna post this on the page. And she basically said, "Are you supporting? Should we support Haitian or Black businesses because they're Black or Haitian, or based off of their merit?" Now, my answer to that was, you're gonna get my initial support. If y'all know anything about me, I support all Black businesses before I even go look at, before I go to Ross, or before I go to eat at Wendy's, before I go to McDonald's. I'm definitely gonna go look at Orlando Black businesses if I'm in Orlando, or Broward Black businesses, or try to find a Black business that caters to whatever the hell I'm looking for. I go there first. You're gonna get my initial business. However, your customer service is going to determine whether you keep me or not, which is why I talk shit about Cafe Creole all the fucking time. And
I'll be
what's the
there.
other? Oh, I fucking hate Cafe Creole, and I'm
That's
glad
okay.
that
I
they
ain't gonna
shut
lie.
them bitches down. I'm glad that they
Customer
shut them
service
bitches down.
there, man. Listen, rude.
Rude. And the other place, I don't even know the place. Let me see what the
I
place
went
is.
to Caribbean. I went to Caribbean Sunshine earlier, but I only went there because Golden Crust was closed.
I
Golden
don't like
Crust.
this. Yeah, I don't like the food over there.
At Golden
Uh,
But
Crust,
the other place that I really hate, and it's down here. It's like Crispers or something like that. It's something like, actually, the brunch, the where I'm having my freaking fashion show. I'm on a fashion show, y'all, in South Florida. This place, this place fucking sucks. This place fucking sucks.
she
I
hate that
can't
place.
even find the fucking name. I don't know. It's here somewhere. It's Crispers or
no,
Crispies or
hey,
some shit like that.
no free promo.
It's on Powerline Road. It's on Powerline Road off of Atlantic. It's Crispies. It's like
Oh
4900
God.
Powerline Road. I hate this place. When I tell you, these motherfuckers, every time I go there, it's shitty. And they try to tell me, those bartenders don't work here no more, and they got more shitty bartenders. I asked I asked for cranberry and crown apple. The bitch looked at me and said, crown apple and cranberry juice? I said yes. She took 2 steps away and she looked back at me. She said crown apple and cranberry juice. I said yeah. She looked at me and she looked confused and she walked away and came back with a manager. Bitch, the fuck you need a manager for? Are you about to kick me out because I asked you for cranberry juice and crown apple? That shit made no fucking sense. The manager had to come up to me and say, "Yo, I'm sorry. Were you asking for crown apple and cranberry juice?" I said yes. Why? And he's like, "We don't have crown apple." So you called your manager because you don't have crown apple?
All right, all right, all right. Devil's advocate. Are we sure this is a black-owned establishment?
Yes.
Are we certain?
Yes.
Might be Dominican. We don't know.
Probably. Because that shit pisses me off. And that was the third time I've been there. And they tried to tell me that this bartender is not a fuck up. And every time I go there, I tell the person that's on the thing, I'm like, yo, I hate it here. And this is where my fashion show brunch is gonna be. So I don't even know if the food is good because them motherfuckers like never get my food right, and it's always taking an hour and a half, and I gotta go. So I don't even know if the food is gonna be good. But I mean, if you guys support me and you wanna come, I'm gonna post a flyer. But I don't know.
I'm
Bring your
sorry.
own food. Sneak it in your purse.
I'm gonna bring you some
Bring your own,
cranberry juice.
yeah. Bring your own juice. Bring your own crown because if not, they gonna bring the owner to tell you that there's no crown, and you look like you about to get kicked out. Like you causing a whole fucking scene because you don't have crown. I hate it there.
Well,
So
on a
you,
more positive note,
yeah,
I
I'm
think
not one
that
of those people. I'm not. Wait a minute. I'm not one of those people who's gonna be like, oh yeah, I didn't like it, but let me support you. No, I'm going to talk shit. I'm gonna continue to talk shit, and I'm gonna give you a bad review because when people do good and the food is good and the customer service is good, shout out to Island Taste. Island
Shout out to
Taste, I
Island.
support you. I'm gonna let people know, yo, Island Taste is fire. That taco I had last week was the best taco I've had in a very long time, and they always look out. So I'ma support Island Taste. Cafe Crawl, I hope they shut the whole shit down.
I love her
Go ahead, say what
accent.
you say, Jay. Go ahead,
Hey,
Jay. You were saying something.
shout out to Island Taste. Shout out to Bistro Paradise. I see y'all
Mhm,
coming back in the Cody. That's love.
mhm, mhm.
Um, no shout out to Callaloo, but that's neither here nor there. And no shout out to Golden Crust because
Oh no,
like
don't do my people
fam,
like that. No, no, don't
Tasha,
do my
treat
people like
yourself better, man.
don't do my people
Tasha's
like
not
that.
Caribbean. She wouldn't.
Exactly. I
She
don't know better.
like. It,
You
yeah,
live in
it might be
Florida.
good for her.
Get some friends.
I do. You
Home
know, I got
food.
my Jamaican friends. I got some island friends that cook from scratch. You know,
And
I've had.
they let you go to Golden Crust.
Hey, it's a free roll, baby.
I don't know if Golden Crust is black owned, but they say they want to be McDonald's, and
But
so
which one? Which one? Because I go to the one on Colonial.
I don't go to none of them.
Uh,
Me neither.
But my thing is, if you're black, stand on that. Like don't be black and then be like, oh, we want to be McDonald's, the McDonald's of the Caribbean. From that point, I never ate a Golden Crust again. But I want to be positive. I want to be positive and say, damn, what was my positive point? Shit. Oh,
Can't even think of it.
sometimes I think, especially like island restaurants, get a bad rap
mm.
because like with like the whole customer service thing, like
They be cheap on oxtails and shit.
well, oxtails are expensive.
Yeah, no, that's I know it is. That's like but they, people always complain about the oxtails, and then not only that, it's like they come. It's like when they know you a Yank, boy, that whole demeanor change. Boy, like they look at you weird, or they just like. And then when you be like, my first time ordering a Caribbean restaurant ever, I never ordered from something a place like that. Like I just started eating out more, so I didn't know how to order a plate. So like the lady was just getting frustrated with me, and I'm like, ma'am, I don't know what half of this shit is. I don't know how to order. You talking about small or large? I don't know. I don't know. Just give me. And I told her, I was like, all I wanted was goat, white rice, and cabbage. You want small or you want large? And you want, or do you, what do you want? I'm like, I just told you what I want. And then one time somebody was like, you want size? And I'm like, I don't want the extra size. Just give me extra. You're like, you can't get this. You can get this or you can get that. I'm like, how you gonna tell me what I can and can't get? You just told me to pick a side. I told you I don't want that. Just give me double of this. It was hard. It was hard.
I know the voice you just did. I know exactly what you're talking about. And see,
That
everyone is
reminds.
scared of her. Everyone is scared of her. But I love her because one day I went in there, right? And I knew she had a long day. And so I just started like small talking with her. Like I call her auntie and all that, whatever, whatever. Just because like sometimes we gotta go back to our roots as black people. Like we know sometimes auntie be annoyed. Auntie be fed the fuck up. And like you just gotta let her like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hear
I'm
me
mad
out.
talking
It's
about
different at like a McDonald's or something. If you at McDonald's and the person is cutting up, then you go get the manager. But like I go to my little Jamaican spot on the corner of hours. Like I'm gonna small talk a little bit. I'm gonna treat it like it's a family thing because it's a family. Most these aren't chain restaurants. These aren't like big corporate situations. These are like people and their family running the spot. And
right.
especially nowadays, things are hard. Like we just gotta be mindful of that sometimes.
But they also need to be mindful that they're still a business. You know what I
I
mean?
agree.
They're still a business. It remind me of the first TikTok that I made with the Jamaican thing. What is that? Why you want? Why you want? Why you want? You
Don't make fun of
can't.
my people, man. That's
You
auntie. I appreciate my auntie, yo.
you should have known that before you ordered the food.
I know you can. Auntie,
No,
I'm so sorry.
but auntie is fine. But I'm talking about the people that just be like, first of all, they see you at the counter and they look at you
Mhm.
and then they go about their business and they go on their phone and then they turn around and they say, I'll be right with you, and really just stand there and kind of stretch a little bit and then start talking and laughing with these people, and then they see you again and they're just like, why are you looking at me?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Now,
I
but
can't
see,
do that.
when you have Auntie in the building, then I'm gonna go complain to Auntie, and Auntie gonna cuss her out, and then I don't even have to talk to that attitude one. Auntie gonna take care of me. She's gonna put extra gravy on my rice, and I'm gonna get my little side of corn. I'm gonna go on with my day. Get my little beef patty.
But that's if Auntie's not in the kitchen. Because if Auntie's in the kitchen, then it's just you and Stank Face.
I'll wait. I got
And
my little drink and wait.
I can't deal with Stank Face. Miss Stank Face, Miss Stank Face, and then the unprofessional people who just like, yo, I asked today for a margarita. A margarita? Like, and then she asked me, what do I want in it? I said, you make a margarita with tequila, ma'am. With tequila and triple sec? Do you need my help? Do you need my help back there?
Hey, just stick with mix me, because clearly you be having a hard time with these bars. Just stick with the
I
mixes. You know.
I hate bad customer service. If you have bad customer service, I'm not going back there. I'm not going back there. And I'm going to talk shit about your establishment. And if anybody says, hey, let's go to Cafe Creole, I said, I'm not going to that fucking place. That place is garbage.
It was
And
garbage.
I'm going to talk about it on my podcast. And I'm not scared. So there's that.
Glad we got to the bottom of that.
All right. Uncut listens. Caution, you got any new music out?
Not out, but I got it hitting. I got it put up, ready to drop.
Mm. Artists be having like a whole hard drive of music, and like it'd be so fire to you because you're the only one listening to it. Put that bitch out. But I know you haven't been putting it out because you're protecting your IP, and that's kind of why I reached out to you because I wanted you to speak on that. Like this whole year, you really just been like getting your trademarks down and everything. Can you talk a little bit about that process as an artist? Like,
You,
what is protecting your IP like?
So yeah, pretty much. I was like, let me start focusing more on actually putting music out. Because before I was trying to actually just get my name out there and just kind of get like noticed. Like, okay, like I wanted people to get a idea of my style and the type of music that I like to do, and I wanted to see if the people were really actually like fuck with me before I actually fully invested into this music idea. Some people probably like, nah, just do it, but I'm like, I'm very tedious and stuff like that. So I was like, let me get my copyrights done. Let me get my lyrics and everything set up because I was actually just like I'm still new to the music thing, so I'm still learning a lot of things. I want to make sure everything is right. I want to make sure my beats are purchased. I want to make sure I have mixing and mastering done. Like I don't want to like drop one project and then I gotta like damn I gotta hurry up and work on this one or I gotta do this. So I basically what I've been doing was trying to get everything together to where like I can just start dropping instead of like trying to work from one project and then wait months later to get another project done. So, but just been trademarking myself, trying to get more into that. Um, I don't know what kind. Like, you got to ask me some questions. I don't really know what to say too much. Like, that's pretty much my whole goal. So now that 2021 is here, I'm kind of ready to start focusing on doing more music videos. And yeah, like I have a song with Queen Fee. She finally sent me her verse done, so that's gonna be a. I actually got two features with her. She got to get her other verse done on that one, so that's probably gonna be one of my next releases. I know everybody wants to see the video for Pause, so I'm already working on that. I'm just not gonna tell anybody when I'm gonna do it. I'm kind of on my Beyonce shit right now. Like I kind of want to just like
can I
drop.
be in it?
Hell yeah! You gotta, oh, me and Queen Fee, you gotta be on big because everyone said like it's about we gotta have some thick girls in there, so I need you to bring all the thickness over there.
Oh, I'm
Smell it.
thick. Ooh, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm a little thick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
all the thickness. If you got thick friends, bring all the friends. So ladies, if you're listening, for big featuring Queen Fee, we need all the top. I don't want to say scammers. Don't get yourself. But if you got jewelry, if you got big cars, big whips, big cribs,
Hmm.
gold, big booties, long nails,
Big
and long.
monies. Big
If you
monies.
own a tax preparation office,
Oh yeah. If
them
you're if
them
you're a
folks.
promoter, if you're a promoter by day, tax preparer by night. No, it's the other way around, right? If you're a tax preparer by day and promoter by night, bring some of that money. We can clean it over there.
Oh God.
Oh,
What are you
Okay,
listening
okay.
to, Ciroc?
Yeah. Well, no. What is Caution listening to? Caution, what are you listening to? Like,
Herself.
what's the song you have on repeat?
Her unreleased shit.
I do got my unreleased on repeat. What is something that I got on repeat right now? You know what? I try to get those answers ready for whenever I make an appearance anywhere because I listen to everything. I can't even tell you what I got on repeat. I just put that bitch on shuffle on my Spotify and I just let it play. Like I ain't
Me
gonna
too.
lie.
Since I got my beats. I got my beats for Christmas.
Oh, they
So
why? Ooh.
yes, finally, because I had the solos, and I can't really wear the solos everywhere, like, cause people be trying to sneak up on you and stuff, and it scared me. So I could take one of these out.
Girl, I up at the gas station earlier. Like I'm at the counter, I'm paying for something. A dude, first of all, you supposed to be 6 feet apart. Why are you like right behind my ear talking about? He said something I ignored him the first time, and then I heard him say, "Oh, her nigga must be in the car." First of all, why is you this close in my ear? What's looking up on me like this, sir? Like,
Nigga,
girl,
COVID.
people really be.
Niggas is not. And what you call it? You in South Florida? They don't care about social distancing and all this shit you talking about. They waiting on their little 600.
Right. That they supposed to be up to 12. It's supposed to be 1,200 now. It's supposed to be approved it for 12.
It's supposed to be 2,000.
Yeah, so that's there. There we go. So I thought it was either between six. Like some people may get 2,000, some people may get. So I thought it was a range. So I want to know if it's either 2,000 or if it's 600 or if it's a range between. Like you can get anywhere between 600.
So basically, they had signed for 600.
Right.
They said Trump said that everybody should get 2,000. It passed the House, so it's in the Senate right now, and we won't know until 3 p.m. tomorrow. However, they said that they're going to start releasing the 600 regardless starting tonight.
So but they
Was
once
what
they
I read.
100, I wonder if they're going to do like a remaining balance. If they do pass that 2,000, would they just pay off
Man,
the remaining balance from that after paying the 600?
they gonna
Hopefully,
toss us whatever
but
change they got in their cup holder.
Right.
but it could also they could, I guess, do that, or they could also like make you put it like on your taxes, like they might give it to you during tax season or whatever. So hopefully they let me know that as soon as possible so that I know, and then so that the other tax preparers know, so that they can tell the new tax preparers before the
The
new
new,
tax preparers don't know.
the new part-time tax repairs.
Yeah, because they didn't take the refresher course that they're supposed to take every year. I'm not sure if they knew they were supposed to take that. So there's that. But
So shady with your little
on
tax beef.
preparation, I said preparation. What song am I listening to on repeat? I ain't gonna lie to you. I was listening to a mix on repeat. DJ J Style has a mix called Guyad Pradesh 5, and I've been basically listening to that mix on repeat. So it's on SoundCloud. That's my boy Jay Styles. If you guys, I can't wait till Leo drop the remix though. That remix that we have on the last episode, I can't wait till he drops it. But basically, I just been listening to that mix on repeat. So
Caution.
if you guys,
You know,
When are we gonna get you on one of these Haitian remixes or one of these Haitian DJs?
ah,
so I've had a few actually hit me up. So it's the consistency. Like people, if you're not really on my ass about something, which you shouldn't have to be, but I'm just that type of person where I have so much going on. I got to get better at writing things down so I can stay more organized. But if you're not on my ass about it, I'll forget about it. So it's definitely it's out there. I got people that's ready to do it. So if y'all know somebody, long as I'm feeling the beat, long as I'm feeling the vibe, I'm down for it.
I'm gonna call Gritty right
mm.
now.
They can teach me, words, so kind of switch up the lingo a little bit, talk by
do
say.
you do you like
Um,
Haitian men?
I've only maybe dealt with like I've never dated one completely, but I probably like talked to one for a bit. I don't know. I don't mind them. Like I think they're nice
Don't
people.
mind them.
Like I don't like I'm saying I wouldn't mind dating. Like I never actually dated one, so I wouldn't mind dating a Haitian. Like see what it's like actually dating one. But yeah, I think they're nice men.
What
They're
what
crazy.
what words do you know in Creole?
Let's see. I know manger,
Hey, yes.
Kale. I think it's
Okay.
Kale. Yeah, no, it's manger, Kale. Um, Damn, I've written them down too. I just learned something the other day. I know Mademoiselle, I think, or is that French?
Mademoiselle. Yeah, that's French. But it's Creole too.
What Fukonjol? What
Wapunjor.
what Fukonjol? I can't
That's
pronounce
what
it
I'm
right, but
talking about. That's what we
yeah,
need to do. We need to ask our guests that are not Haitian. We need to ask them, what they know, so that you can teach the rest of the listeners
facts.
some stuff.
Jay makes fun every time I try to, adapt to the culture, like to the Caribbean culture. He makes fun of me, like, and like, don't make that face. But
The
Jay
whenever I,
has no
Caribbean
right.
culture.
whenever I try
Jay
to do
has
that,
no right.
he always, he's like, no, like he immediately shuts it down. I'm like, bro, I'm supposed to be one of y'all. Like we're all family. Like help me.
Hey, you tried that shit once. Wait till we drop this mixtape. Oh,
Mhm.
what's it called? What's the new thing called? It's not mixtapes no more. They're called capsules. We're gonna drop this little
Huh?
Zoe capsule.
Capsules.
When that
Little
came
Zoe
out?
capsule. Yeah. I right now in
Cap-
rotation, I have all I do is listen to local artists, to be honest. I got VVS Ken. I don't know if he's Haitian, but he looks Haitian, so I'm gonna claim
Yeah.
him.
He looks Haitian.
I
Yeah,
believe he's Haitian. Because I
probably.
believe
He got the Haitian look. He looks like one of my cousins, so
I seen the
I
flag.
just assumed he was Haitian.
Yeah, I seen the flag somewhere around him before. Like I believe he is Haitian.
Oh yeah, little wet. His
Wait,
name is Wedson. His name is Wedson. We use a lot
What?
of Evans together,
wet. God
but
damn.
he's
What?
yeah,
What?
and he's part of the clique. I know Wedson is
What?
Haitian.
Little
Rock,
wet? Wet?
You're right.
little
You can't
wet. Yeah,
let that slide like that.
Rock
Wet,
moved down
wet.
south, and now she making fun of Orlando niggas. I don't appreciate
That's a guy's name?
that. Is yeah.
Okay.
Shout
Is
out
it
to
wet?
Wedson.
Wet?
Shout out to that whole camp though. And he recently got signed to a major. He got signed to Ciroc's best friend, favorite artist right now. And it was a little shaky because we didn't
Who's my
know.
best friend's favorite artist?
No, I was saying your best friend and your favorite artist. He signed to Tory Lanez new label, and it was right around the time when things kind of went left. So I was nervous because I hate when we get caught up in drama. But Ken's been doing his thing. He's still been putting out content. They've been putting out videos. I support Ken. Fix your face. Fix your face. He can't
I
control
don't
who signs him.
I don't
Don't do that.
like I don't like men who shoot women.
I don't either.
Mm.
But Ken hasn't shot nobody.
Okay.
Shout out to VBS.
All right. So, Jay, what are
Yes.
your final words? Your uncut thoughts?
Whew. 2020 was a lot. Learned a lot. I seen a lot. Went through a lot. I got pissed off a lot. I cried a lot. But it wasn't
This
all
week
bad.
alone.
Listen, I was crying a couple hours ago, but I'll call you and let you know about that later. But it just I feel like I grew a lot. That was the most important thing about this year. I'm definitely grateful for 2020. I'm grateful for the people that I've come to know better. I got to know you a lot better this year. I got to know Passion a lot better this year. Uh, my whole camp. I'm really proud of my team, people that I have around me. I'm very excited to see what the next year holds for us. I'm not waiting on that 600 because I also found out how ghetto this country is. I'm about to relocate. I'm trying to get to Canada, not for nothing. Um, but yeah, just be safe, protect your neck, protect your ideas. I was listening to your man Joe Budden last night when he was during one of his my favorite videos from him are the rants against Charlemagne, like when Charlemagne says some slick stuff and then he responds on the podcast. So I was listening to them last night and he was
I
saying
love them. I love them both, but I'm I'm a team Joe Budden. We gotta have that conversation. I'm team
next year.
Budden.
I'm big.
I'm
I'm Team Charlamagne. Like I
I'm
feel for
team
Charlamagne.
Budden.
I think an asshole, but like I mean, Joe Budden, like I ain't gonna lie, it's just something about Joe Budden that just rubbed me the wrong way sometimes.
It's his
I
head.
love them both. If you
Bald
know,
head.
I listen to everything, anything that has Joe Budden or Charlemagne on it, I'm on there. But on this entrepreneur creative thing, I'm on Team Budden.
And it didn't hit really until we got into this year, and this year kind of took away, because as an entrepreneur, you're supposed to adapt, right? Like you're supposed to be recreating yourself and reinventing yourself, rebranding your business, make like finding the best ways to be efficient. All that 2020 took the choice away from us, and like if you didn't adapt, you died. Literally, that sounds crazy. But like business wise, if you didn't convert, you end up like Olive Garden. You end up like some of these other big companies that we thought were going to be here forever, and then a couple months in lockdown, and they don't exist no more. You know, um, and so he was just saying about it's one thing to be an employee and being comfortable as an employee, and like a Charlemagne, he's an iHeart employee, versus really betting on yourself and really like deciding like, okay, I have to depend on myself
Oh,
because I got fired
but
in.
Charlemagne is not an employee. He got an executive position. His thing is not being an employee. His thing is working with them.
Don't 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 don't
Working.
make don't make
I
us have
can.
this
I
argument at
okay.
an hour
Okay.
and 20 minutes. Well, let's not do
Okay.
this.
Okay.
We got
Okay.
to cut
Okay.
this
Go ahead.
next year.
All right.
We'll
All right.
talk about it next year.
All right. All
But
right.
I got fired at the beginning of this pandemic because my job literally became like untenable. Like I was in community engagement for UCF, and we literally could not engage with people.
Mm,
So it forced me to take my brand, something that I was building anyway, but I was kind of treating as a hobby, like take it seriously. Because one day, like push come to shove, you're not gonna fire yourself. Hopefully, you might want to retire yourself, but it's best for you to be your own employer. So that's what 2020 taught me, and I'm grateful for it. But ideas are valuable. Ideas, what you have in your mind is priceless. Don't let someone take that from you. Like find the best way to protect your IP, and that was the whole point of this episode. Really, that's one of the year.
mm. Okay. Caution. You got any end of the year advice for the listeners?
I would just say to everybody, next year, just you know, make it about you. Just be about yourself. You know, be yourself. Don't try to change up for anybody else. Don't take no for an answer. Like if they're telling you no, keep going for it, keep hustling, keep grinding. And that's pretty much all I got to say. New music on the way. Make sure y'all follow me. Make sure y'all follow the gang, Hilltop Collective, Uncut, Barack Obama, all of us. Make sure you follow all of us. And that's it. I hope y'all have a great new year.
Thank you. Now I'm going to go and say that I really appreciate my co-hosts this year. I appreciated you guys last year, but you guys have helped me grow this podcast, and we may not be as big as the other podcasts because of course we grow in our clout, but I
Organically.
appreciate, yeah, organically. But I really do appreciate it because I really do be down here in South Florida and people be like, "Oh, Barack Obama, I listen to your podcast." So I'm like, I be feeling a little like, "Ooh, okay, I got a little something." So I really do appreciate you guys, and the other thing is like I really appreciate you, Jay, because you definitely like give me the confidence to do this podcast like almost every time. Like sometimes I'd be like, I don't know if this is gonna be good, like stuff like that. But Jay's just that kind of person. He just push you and get, oh, maybe your mic was just on. Oh. But yeah, so Jay, you always push me, and Shirley, when I tell you I appreciate that Shirley's not like, I feel like if it was anybody else we'd probably be butting heads. But I love the fact that Shirley don't take anything personal, and she can also like throw it back at me. You know what I'm saying? So like it's really good to have like a good team from the jump, and I feel like I have that with y'all. And so I really appreciate you guys. And I can't wait to see what 2021 got for us next year. And like I was saying earlier, I feel the most love that I have felt in a very long time. Everybody's usually depressed around this time. And I just feel like I have like the right friends around me. I feel like I have the right people around me. Everybody like makes me feel happy. Like just sitting, I could sit in my room and I'm about to go to sleep and I just be smiling like, yo, people like I have people who love me. So like I'm just real happy because I used to suffer from depression and stuff like that. And there's times where like I just sat in my bed and cried. And now I'm just like sitting in my bed like smiling and I'm just happy. So I appreciate all of my friends. Shout out to y'all. Uh like yeah. So I can't wait to see what 2021 has. Like I just want to make everything bigger and better than it has been this year. I think this year just probably a pretty good year for me. I know some people are like struggling and things are going on, and I know things didn't even work out for me because I was supposed to have my house, but I guess everything is in God's time. Everything has to burn down to build again, and hopefully that's what this was. And next year we about to turn up on everything. We about to turn up on our business, on entrepreneurship. So y'all go ahead and hit me up for these invites for Clubhouse because you gonna need it. You gonna need it for next year. Y'all gonna need it for next year. So Caution, tell the people where to follow you and find your music. Jay, did you mute her because her mic is muted?
I did not mute her. She muted herself. Hang on a second.
Maybe she's still eating. Maybe she was like, "Oh, let me eat real quick."
Caution! Distracted ass. Caution!
Can you hear me?
She rapping. She in the booth. Yes.
Yeah, she better be rapping.
Can you hear me now?
Better come tell these
Yes.
people where to find you.
Tell the people where to find you, where to find your music.
So y'all can find me on Instagram at I am Caution Banks with a Z at the end. You can find me on YouTube, Caution Banks with a Z, Twitter, I am Caution Banks. You can find me on Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, TikTok, everything. Just look up. I'm the one and only Caution Banks with a Z. Yes, it's me.
That's that IP we talking about. Protect that.
You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. Again, this is Ciroc Obama. You can follow me at Ciroc Obama 305 on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Clubhouse. Clubhouse.
Yeah, follow me.
And if you can't follow me on Clubhouse and you need an invite, hit me up at Ciroc Obama 305 on Instagram. I got you. And then go ahead and make sure you guys follow the podcast at CO_uncut on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. And then you can listen to us audibly. The word is audibly, right?
Hey, you killing it.
Audibly on Facebook, on not Facebook, on Spotify, on
Hey, you were
Anchor,
killing it.
on Spotify, Anchor, Apple, Google, Stitcher, all the places you can listen to podcasts. So we
You about to be
basically
on
everywhere.
SoundCloud.
We basically everywhere. So y'all have no excuse. You have no excuses. So Shirley's not here, but go ahead and you follow Shirley Door _ on
There you go.
Instagram, TikTok, all them social medias. It's Shirley Door _ and then Jay.
Campaign season. That's it. Hilltop. Let's get it. I'm proud of you, mama.
Oh, thank you. And thank you guys for listening to another episode of CEO Uncut.
Bye. Thanks for having us.